Hey everyone, welcome back to the Little Shop of Hoarders and the PDX Picker channel. My name is Chris. We have some orders, great orders that sold for me on eBay and Poshmark. We're going to pull those orders, talk a little bit about why I chose to source them, what I maybe did to get them ready to sell. Also going to talk about eBay feedback and how that affects things on your store. So stick around after the intro song. We'll get to pulling those orders, talking about those topics.
Wanna buy that Farrah Fawcett poster? Has dispensers and a toaster. Don't know why. That kind of stuff you throw away. I'll sell on eBay.
Okay, it is 2 days since my last order pull. Another great slate of sales for me. My February is still doing great. Very excited about it. I had some ups and downs when it came to listing. I was listing super regularly, meeting my daily listing goals at the beginning of the month. Then I started to see a bunch of success, and I got crazy in my head and said, you know what? I'm not that motivated to list. So I took about 3 days off of listing, and then I've been consistently listing since then. Although I had to go into the office yesterday. Normally I work from home. I am a part-time reseller. Spend about 10 to 15 hours a week doing this reselling business. I had to go into the office, which is not normal, so kind of blew up my plans for the day. So I only listed one item yesterday, which was kind of a bummer. So I'm going to hopefully make up for it today. List 9 items to keep that 5 listings a day goal. Let's start with the Poshmark order. I'm having finally some good luck selling snowboard and skiing related items. So this is the first pair of ski boots that I've sold. It's gonna be interesting to ship. I sold them on Poshmark. I thought so. So Poshmark allows you, basically gives you a shipping label to ship anything up to 5 pounds, and they give that to you for free. I know this is gonna be more than 5 pounds. I thought I adjusted the price when I listed it to accommodate that, because I know I'm going to have to probably spend $4 extra on a shipping label. I didn't, but oh well. These sold for $60. Probably help if I showed them to you. These are Salomon Crash X-Wave 8.0s. Picked these up for $5 at my local thrift store. They'd been there for a while, probably 3 or 4 weeks, so they were half off. So I got them for $5. Turned out they were a really decent selling pair of ski boots. Sold for $60 plus shipping on Poshmark in about 3 weeks. I'm doing really well with my multi-quantity listings lately. Like, surprisingly well. I sold another lot of 10 Lowe's independent service provider t-shirts. I started with 51 and now I'm down to 29. So math isn't adding up. This is the second lot of 10 that I've sold. I probably sold another 10 to various folks. Maybe I started with 60. So anyway, these I have a quantity discount on these. But here they are right here. They are, like I said, 10 of them. Lowe's independent service provider, brand new shirts. Basically got them for 20 cents each, and at a estate sale, garage sale. Don't know exactly what the discount is, but it's somewhere around $95 total is what these were. Free shipping, and it'll probably be $15 to ship it or so. So that's probably $80 of pure profit on that. And like I said, I still have about 30 of those left. So super excited with that. It took a long time to get any momentum going with those. I think I sold 8 in the first 4 or 5 months or something, but now we're making some progress when it comes to profit on that, and that's exciting. I love those multi-quantity listings. One listing, set it and forget it, and just count the money as it rolls in. Let's do a little factor crap. Have a little fun intermixed in here. Factor crap. This is my factor crap daily calendar that I got for Christmas this year. 25,324 American soldiers died in battle throughout the 8 years of the Revolutionary War between 1775 and 1783. 25,324 American soldiers died. I don't know. Seems a little high. So I'm going to say crap. Crap. Approximately 6,800 American battle deaths occurred More Patriots died aboard British prison ships than in battle. Oh, goodness. Between 8,000 to 12,000 died while prisoners of war. I never knew that. That's terrible. So, yeah, 6,800 American deaths during the Revolutionary War. It's kind of crazy. One more. Fact or crap, traditionally the Chinese omit cheese as part of their diet. Well, not that it's totally authentic, but whenever I go to a Chinese restaurant, I don't believe I ever get anything with cheese on it. So I'm going to say that is fact. Fact. 90% of China's population is lactose intolerant. Interesting. All right. 2 for 2 today on fact or crap. That is exciting. Next item that sold for me, this basically quadruples my money when it comes to this purchase. I mean, I've already sold a $30 calculator. So I bought this, I went to this garage sale, bought this old box of, it was an old TV and radio repairman's kit, little case that he would carry around. Inside it was a whole bunch of these. I still don't even know what they are. Something from Vernier Software and Technology. This is a dissolved oxygen probe. So it's some sort of scientific equipment scientists would use to test things. And there were like 6 of those in there, all brand new for the most part. There was, anyway, a TI-83 calculator, TI-83 Plus, which is the main reason why I bought it. Turns out everything in there has value to it, including this, and this sold for $39.95 plus shipping. So I've now already made $70 off that $10 purchase, and I have like 8 or 10 more items listed for probably another $200. So that was a really nice pickup. Once those sell, I don't think they're super quick, fast sellers. Although this only took about 2 weeks on this one, and then the TI-83 sold overnight, as is usually the case for those. Let's just go ahead and talk about that feedback topic, that eBay feedback, because I had an interesting piece, a nice piece, a good thing happen, which is for a long, long time I've been at 99.7 or 99.8% positive feedback because I had one negative. And well, that rolled off. It went away. It's been more than a year since that happened, so now it's no longer counted in my feedback score, which means I'm at 100% feedback again, which is nice. But now I actually prefer, I think, to have a negative feedback because I know it's inevitably going to happen where I'm going to get another one, and I don't like the fact that I almost like being a little bit imperfect in the score. I don't know. It's a very interesting phenomenon that is probably doesn't make any sense. On the other hand, it is nice to know that I'm successfully running this business. So in the last year, my volume has almost doubled in terms of the dollar value of items that I'm selling. The quantity has, well, let's look at the exact numbers. I always like to give this little tutorial for those of you that might not know. So if you want to check your volume of sales year over year, month over month, what are the trends of your business, which is important to know because if things are trending positively, that means generally you're probably doing things in the right way, or things are going well. If your trend is going down, your sales are going down year over year, your month over month, usually that might mean you might need to change something or do something differently. So when you go to eBay and you go down to your selling dashboard or your seller hub, go over here to performance, right there, and then down to sales. This shows you that my sales report from January 20th through February 19th, it defaults to just a 31-day period. So it compares your sales in the last 31 days to the same period prior month. So the previous 31 days. So basically month to month. And you can see here my total sales is up 34.8%. My quantity sold is up 32.9%. But I like to compare it year over year. And the way to do that is, so I chose sales of last year compared to the prior year. So this is basically comparing my 2024 sales to my 2023 sales. You can see for 2024, the dollar amount I was up 66.6%. The quantity sold I was up 43.8%. So not doubling, but definitely a huge increase in the number of items that I've sold year over year. But when it comes to feedback metrics, my customer service performance, that has stayed consistently at 100% feedback. Well, not 100%, obviously. I just said that I had one negative feedback that went away, but it's really close to 100% feedback. So one of the many things that you need to be careful of when you scale up your business is that some of your customer service metrics might go down. You might not be able to ship things as quickly. You might have to cut corners when it comes to packaging items, or maybe when in your listings you're not as accurate in your descriptions. There's all sorts of things that you might inadvertently cut corners on in order to keep up with a specific volume. So your feedback score is kind of an indication on how you're doing on those. Are you able to keep up on those high customer service metrics even though your volume has increased? So I'm happy to see that I have. That is very good news, because otherwise I would need to make changes. So one of the many things you want to keep track of as you are going along in your business month to month, year to year, not only do you have listings that are old and stale that you need to keep track of, do you need to keep track of sell-through rate, do you need to keep track of things like customer service metrics as well. All of these things, sales dollars, all of these things are important factors to keep track of in your business to make sure that you are having success moving forward and sustaining that success. Because if any one of those, think of it kind of like a table, a four-legged table or a three-legged stool, whatever metrics you're going to compare, if any one of those are going down, well, that's making the whole table or whole stool unstable, making your business unstable, and could potentially topple the whole thing over. So you got to keep track of that moving forward. But anyway, back to my negative feedback going away, and now I'm up to 100% feedback. I don't know. It's just a psychological thing. I think it's going. If I already have a negative feedback on my score and I get another one, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. Now I feel like I'm going to be more negatively affected if I do get a negative feedback at this point. Like emotionally, I'm going to be more negatively affected. This item sold. This will be an interesting one to ship because it is big and heavy. This probably weighs 8 pounds. I found this at an estate sale and I paid up for it. I paid $19.99 for it. It's a I'm trying to think of how to pronounce it. Cortefiel, Cortefil. Let me show you what the tag is. It's a relatively common vintage brand of jackets. I've come across a surprisingly large number of them. These were made in Spain. This is from the 70s. Sold for $60 plus shipping. I'd had it listed for about almost 4 months. And, it's getting kind of the end of jacket season. This is cool. It's corduroy. It's got this like suede into the collar. Just a neat vintage jacket. So probably not the best sale. I mean, $20 into $20 into $60 is okay, but I just kind of fell in love with the jacket. It was pretty cool looking, and so I said, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger, spend a little bit more. It did pay off. Just took a little bit longer than I would have liked. This next item that sold, I'm gonna do something I wouldn't normally do, but I feel for this person, this buyer. I sold this Roughwear front range dog harness, brand new with tags. Spent $12.99 on it at my thrift store. Sold it for $39.99 plus shipping. I knew I would have loved to have paid less than that, but considering it was new, I was okay with it because I knew it was going to sell pretty quickly. So it sold for $39.99. Sold yesterday, and plus $5 shipping. The buyer messaged me an hour or two ago, asked if I could please let me read the message exactly, because in my opinion this buyer did a really nice thing. She said, if possible, could you please try to get this to me by or before the 22nd of February? I only have my furry grandbaby until the 24th. Thank you for your consideration. And I just said I'll get it shipped out today, but I think so. It's going to Florida. Today is the 19th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually ship it priority mail. I'm going to put it in one of these. So it's a priority mail padded flat rate envelope. It's going to cost me probably $9.25. So I'm going to be losing $4.25 on the shipping price for it. But the reason why I'm doing it is definitely partially customer service. I do want her to get it by the 22nd, but I also think that if I don't ship it, if I just ship it Ground Advantage, it's probably going to end up being a return. It still might end up being a return, so it's a little bit of a gamble that I'm playing, but I'm going to message her. I'm going to say, hey, I went ahead and paid for the cost of upgraded shipping for you so that you can hopefully get it by the 22nd. Maybe that will decrease the chances of a return, and frankly, even if she does return it, I'm probably going to refund less than the full amount to pay for the difference in the shipping costs. But she was probably kind of thinking when she bought it, maybe she had a bit of an Amazon Prime mindset, which I know others get into this mindset. I probably myself have got into that mindset from time to time, and you kind of are used to just ordering something and having it show up in like a day or two. So that may have been what she was thinking. The fact that I ordered it yesterday, or she ordered it yesterday, and it still hasn't shipped. I don't know. That's just what I'm gonna do. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Is this a good strategy, weird strategy, bad strategy, something you would do, something you wouldn't do? Let me know. Light up the comments with your opinion on that. Today is a great day of sales. The cheapest thing that is sold was this light dissolved oxygen probe that sold for $39.95. So I'm having a really high average sales price lately, which is wonderful, right? I mean, we all want to sell maybe the same number of items with a higher price, and that's fortunately been happening for me, which is, I think, definitely contributing to why I'm having such a nice February sales month. These took a lot longer to sell than I thought, but they sold and I got a good price for them. I don't know entirely why I looked them up, but this is G&H bar soap. It's made by Amway. And if you are familiar with Amway, it's a multi-level marketing company, and they sell pretty much a little bit of everything. But especially their bath and beauty products, they're very, very high quality, but they're very, very high priced. And also, you potentially have to deal with any product you buy from a multi-level marketing affiliate. Sometimes you have to deal with people trying to recruit you into the business. So I found these at my thrift store for $2.99, and God, they smell so darn good. I almost wanted to keep them because they're so, I got them so inexpensively, but I don't even know how to describe the smell. It is just, I still have a few left, so I get to experience it for a little bit longer. I'm laughing at myself here. But those sold for $47.90 free shipping. There's 6 bars in there. And just like I said, it took a little bit longer to sell than I thought. There's not a huge number listed on eBay, and the sell-through rate on them is really good. I didn't price them super high. That's a very competitive price that I put on them. But $47.90 free shipping on those. 2 more items, both really, really good sales. I just listed this 2 days ago. I probably could have countered and got a little bit more money for it, but I feel like I kind of lucked into it anyway, so we'll just go from there. This right here is a vintage Nike ACG jacket. It is it's called Stormclad. Basically, it's the rain coating, the coating that they put on the jackets back then to make them waterproof. For whatever reason, I do not know, they are pretty highly collectible, or they're super in style, whatever it is. I picked this up for $9.99 at my thrift store, And in 2 days that sold. I had it listed for $150. Somebody sent me an offer for $115. I didn't even think about it. I just accepted it right away. Because $10 and $115 in 2 days is a pretty good return as far as I'm concerned. So let me show you what it looks like, because you want to be on the lookout for these if you do see them. And I would say in general, this ACG logo here, which stands for All Conditions Gear, Nike makes some things now with this ACG logo on it, but a lot of this is at least 15 years old or more, and it's generally highly collectible. So you're gonna want to look up things that have this ACG logo on them, maybe a little bit more than you would otherwise. This one has this kind of asymmetrical zipper across the front. It just goes diagonally here. So super cool, fast-selling, awesome. This is a pretty unique feature of it too, the cuffs on it. So great sale. Very happy about that one. So we go from a big dollar quick sale to a big dollar really, really, really slow sale. These took forever to sell. I guess I must have just had them way too overpriced to begin with. But last sale of the day is a pair of shoes that I picked up at the thrift store. They were new, so I was okay, or actually I really thought about it, but I ended up being okay with spending $30 on this pair of shoes. They were way down at the bottom of the box because they've been listed for probably close to a year. But it's these Veja shoes here, and the model of them is Dekkan, D-E-K-K-A-N. New, without the box. These are a women's hiking shoe. New, they will sell in the store for about $150. I think I had mine priced at $130 for a long time. And they are a larger size. I think they're a size... Well, they're a size 10, so they're not that big. But anyway, they just took a long time to sell. They made it into a couple of different 25% off sales, and eventually somebody sent me an offer for $85 plus shipping, and I took it. So 30 into 85, great return. Just took too darn long, but I'm not going to complain at all because they sold, and for a good profit. But anyway, those are my latest sales. Continuing to have a really great run in February. I don't know exactly why it's happening, but I am not going to complain for sure. So thanks so much for watching. Please like this video if you did. Subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, I'd love to get my subscriber number up. I'm also going to thank my member, Harley Gal. She is still my one and only member, but I mean, she's my #1 PDX Posse member as well. So thank you so much. If you're interested in joining and supporting the channel, please hit that join button below. It's really inexpensive, and if you are getting any value out of my channel, it's just a small way to show a little bit of support for me. You can join for 1 month, cancel the next, join it for the next 25 years, whatever you feel is best for you. But anyway, again, thank you so much. Good luck with your reselling ventures out there, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.